Today I'm going to give you a tour of beautiful downtown Venice and show you some of our favorite things to do. Let's get started. Okay, so right now I'm on Venice Avenue, and as you can see, you got the beautiful palm trees down the middle, and walking down on the left side of the road here. One recommendation, if you ever come to Venice, come down this bridge here from Venice Avenue. It's just an amazing view when you come down the bridge and you see this downtown right in front of you. One of our favorite first places though that we ever went to eat is right here. It's called Made in Italy. Really good pizza. We haven't had anything outside of that. Cafe Venice we have had also, pretty good food. But Made in Italy, we really like the pizza a lot, and they have a really amazing smoked old fashioned that they put on a pretty cool show with. Like, they put all the booze in there and all that stuff, and then they basically have like this little piece of wood that they start on fire, and they put this huge like circle sphere of ice in the middle, and it goes from tasting like pure booze because they didn't know I wanted it smoked at first to all of a sudden tasting amazing after they smoked it. I'm sure it burned off some of the alcohol. You can see the menu here though, and yeah, that old fashioned is worth the try. Have not had this yet. I'm not a sushi fan. My wife is, Heydy, who is a realtor in the area, by the way. If you are looking to buy or sell in the area, call, text, or email 941-221-1897. Do like Japanese though. Flynn's. And so you can see on the other side there's a bunch of other stuff we'll get to in a second. On the other side of Venice Avenue here. I'm walking towards the beach, by the way, so if we keep going this way, that'll take you right to the beach. There's a couple different clothing stores here. Haven't really been into them. Continuing on, as you can see, it's super walkable. The crosswalks are really nice and wide. Got right of way for the pedestrians everywhere. Venice Wine and Coffee, we have had their coffee. Pretty good. Liked it quite a bit. Don't really remember a lot about it though, so I can't tell you it was amazing necessarily. And you can see we got a couple more like little shops and things like that. Kilwin's has some good like desserts, ice cream, things like that. A lot of it's like freshly made. They're a chain though, so I'm sure you may have heard of them before, maybe had them. This place has some kind of fun, beachy and somewhat touristy type stuff, all Venice themed. As you can see, they got Venice pills and stuff like that, and yeah, all kinds of different decorations and things along those lines. Upper Crust has some really good food. We've been there many times. Heydy loves that place, actually. These $10 stores, there's two of them on Venice Avenue, actually have some pretty cool stuff, especially for 10 bucks. They have hats, clothing, different Venice, t-shirts that have Venice all over them and stuff like that. So if you're looking to, maybe get a souvenir or just something fun for the beach, those stores we do recommend. My mom and when she's in town likes to spend quite a bit of time in there, and Heydy's mom occasionally, and Heydy will every now and then too. Even me, I bought some things from there. Another store here. We haven't been in there really. A lot of that stuff's a little more like for kids, it seems like. Another clothing store. Haven't really been in there. Island Gift Nook. I think we have been into El Patio Hotel. Don't really know much about them. Can't say much about that. So I decided to come in here, and it looks like there's a whole bunch of little different businesses and stuff in here. So I never knew that. That's kind of fun. And they have an upstairs there, and it must connect to a lot of different stores. So there you go. My first time seeing this. TJ Carney's we have had for lunch once. I got a flatbread there, it was really good, and I think a salad. And I want to say Heydy got a salad or something like that too, or can't remember what she got, but I can say it was really, really good. Both of what we had, highly recommend. One of the better places down here in downtown Venice, in our opinion. Parrot, they got all the Salt Life. That stuff's a big down here. You'll see a lot of people with the Salt Life stickers on their cars and things like that. T-shirts, occasionally you'll see as well. And they got a bunch of other stuff in there as well, kind of beach themed stuff. As you can tell, a lot of this stuff's gonna be very beach themed. San Marco Boutique. More clothing there. Venice Avenue Creamery, great ice cream shop. Been there many times. A lot of times in the evenings, there's a guy that'll be jamming out with his guitar and singing. Love his voice. Plays a lot of like kind of classic rock and folk type stuff almost, I guess you could say. Really, really good time just to get some ice cream. And a lot of times we'll come out here in the evenings and just hang out on the bench and listen to him play, throw him a tip. Shirt Stop, Local Threads. I don't think we've ever been in there. This is like a shoe and sandal store. This place we've been into, Pleasures and Treasures. They got a lot of like prehistoric shark teeth and things like that that you can buy in there, and just like fake ones as well, and fake seashells and real seashells, and I don't know, all kinds of stuff. You can see that they have games, all kinds of stuff. Quite the variety there. Some very unique stuff in there. Got to get a nice shot of this mural here. We've got a few of those throughout the downtown. I'll try to get some more shots of those as we go past. It's another kind of like gift shop type thing. They got some games and things like that, kind of a variety. More clothing stores. So as you can tell, there's plenty of clothing stores and gift shop type things and things along those lines. San Marco, I don't think we've had that yet. We always see a lot of people sitting out here in the evenings. They got the heaters out here, you can see. So it seems like it would be a very good place to eat. Can't personally recommend it, but they always seem pretty packed in the evenings. So I can tell you that much. Also, always packed in the evenings is this area right up from the last one, which is Casariano Italian Eatery. I don't know that we've had their food. I can't tell you for sure that we have or haven't. A lot of times in this corner of the building right here, they'll have live musicians playing, sometimes like jazz type music, something kind of lighter but somewhat lively. This gelato place has some really, really good gelato. A lot of unique flavors and stuff like that. And yeah, it's just nice to change of pace when you're not in the mood for ice cream, but you want something cold and sugary and maybe not so healthy. It's a good alternative. Got a jean store. Here's the other $10 store. I think this is the one we bought more stuff of the two from, but yeah, both have a lot of different options, and the clothes are different style. I don't know if they're owned by the same people, but they are, because all the stuff inside is different, but they seem to have very similar signage and whatnot, so I'm not sure if it is the same owners or not, but there is quite different clothing and shirts and stuff in each. As you can tell, they are packed as always. Croissant & Co. has some good scones, all kinds of stuff, croissants, coffee, whole 9 yards. Really, really good stuff in there. And I can smell it right now, and it smells amazing, and I kind of want to get some. There's a violin store here, which is kind of unique and different. Really like the sound of violin, so maybe I should buy one and learn. Leave a comment, let me know if I should. And we got some more clothing stores, Island Life. It's got more kind of island themed stuff. And you gotta get a shot of this bench because of the saying. We have had the pizza here, I believe. I can't tell you for sure. I'm pretty sure we did, and I think it was really, really good. And one thing that I thought was kind of unique about this jewelry store, we were just hanging out in this area once, and we saw in the window, let's see if it's still here. They had like shark tooth necklaces. I don't see it. Oh, here they are. They basically take a mold of an actual shark's tooth, which if you don't know where the shark tooth capital of the world, you can find a lot of prehistoric shark's teeth, but they took a mold of those and they make like necklaces out of it. So it's kind of cool, something unique that definitely defines the area. And right next to it, you've got the soda fountain. This place is awesome, so much fun. Food's good, not amazing, I wouldn't say. It's kind of your standard, typical diner, American type food. But if you can kind of see inside, you can see it's kind of got that classic diner look with lots of signs on the walls from the 50s, 60s. And they also have some pretty fun soda flavors. Like they had all these different syrups to make it like marshmallow flavored soda, or I don't know, all kinds of crazy stuff. Coffee soda we had, that was really good. So this is the end of the downtown area on Venice Avenue. I'm gonna take you to the other side of Venice Avenue, but if you were to keep walking down this way about a quarter mile, half a mile, that would get you to the beach. And we do have a full video walking that walkway to the beach. Is actually really beautiful. It's like a really nicely shaded park with lights and stuff. And as you can see, every morning here, they have a lot of people out here playing tennis, pickleball. There's basketball courts over here. Very popular thing to do in the mornings, all weekdays basically, throughout most of the year, especially during the winter. So walking back towards the bridge, Venice Avenue Bridge, and you can see on the side here of the post office, they got these little murals and things like that, the paintings that people have made. We actually saw the lady that was painting these doing some of them in person as she was painting them, so it's kind of cool. And it seems like they're always adding little things like that in the area, so it's something that you can maybe happen to catch in person. And this is some more that they had here that's pretty cool. So another little like gift shop type thing, and some decorations, handbags, things like that. Private wealth firm. Venice Vogue Boutique. I think it's this place or the one right before that I had passed. They always have a dog dish out with water, which is nice. One thing we like about downtown Venice, it's super pet friendly. Another boutique clothing store. And this one is called Seaside Chic Boutique. We got a Bank of America in case you need to get any banking done in your downtown endeavors. You know, you need more money to get some food, drinks, clothes, etc. Can't go through downtown Venice and not mention Daiquiri Deck. Now, Daiquiri Deck started in Sarasota. There are 4 locations. 3 of them, actually I think there's 5 now. I think 3 of them are in Sarasota. I want to say they opened one in Bradenton and then this one in downtown Venice. They all have a little bit different look and feel. A lot of times they'll have a live musician playing right or out there or sometimes over there in the evenings. Got some good daiquiris, obviously. The food is really good as well. Sort of American with a little bit of a island twist, I guess you could say. A lot of seafood on the menu as well. In fact, let's give you a quick shot, and if you want to pause it, you can see some of the drinks. Kind of fun thing is they show you like all the different like fruits and stuff in there, and you can like mix and match your own too. You can just say, hey, I want one with like coffee and banana flavor or whatever the case may be. We'll come back to this area over here when we get to Tampa Avenue, which is the road over here. But you can see kind of a shaded area, and it's not running right now though, but there's a splash pad there for the kids. By the time we get there, it might be running. And over here's public restrooms that are actually very well kept, very clean, very nice. Here's one of the things I really like about Venice in general, especially this whole Venice Island area, is they have a lot of signs like this with some of the history about the area, how it was planned, things like that, you know, each pocket, you know, or some of the big, you know, notable landmarks within the area, how they were developed or discovered or whatever the case may be. So something fun. Over here is a huge, big parking area that is free. This will probably be packed by the time it gets to 11 a.m. We're in the middle of March or near the end of March right now, which tends to get busy around that time. Also along this strip of Venice Avenue here by the parking lot, there's lots of benches, and you can also tell there's lots of free street parking. I believe the street is 2 hours and the parking lot is 3 hours limit. But again, it's free, it's awesome. It makes it super easy to get to the area, walk around downtown. And actually, I missed a mural over here. Let's see if I can get you somewhat of a close-up of it. You can see on that wall there, they got a bunch of plants and things like that, jungly scene kind of on there, and then there's a bunch of more signs there that have history about the area. And in case you forgot to bring your cell phone or a watch, we got a clock here for you. We got you covered. I just think this is a fun looking, I think it's supposed to be a bike rack, or maybe it's just supposed to be there for art and look cooling, and it does both well, in my opinion. One other thing to note, if you haven't noticed, a lot of the buildings have a very historic look to them, very Italian architecture, and they're trying to keep things kind of small. They basically don't want anything to get over the height of what they are right now, which is basically 2 stories. So it gives it a very quaint, unique, sort of boutique feel. Definitely feels very coastal as well. You know, you could tell you're close to the beach, which adds the vibe. Eyes on You is another clothing store. Have not been in there, but you can see a little bit of what they got to offer from the window right here. Patchington appears to be another clothing store. 124, breakfast, lunch, and more. Have not had.
Okay, I'll bring it out.
But as you can tell, they're packed, so I would imagine it's pretty good. Have not had Seed and Bean either. Really want to go here. I like how they got this open window bar area thing here. That's fun. And yeah, different, unique sort of a menu. Give you a little close up of that real quick. So we are now approaching the end of Venice Avenue back by the bridge. I'm gonna take you over this way. That's gonna be Tampa Avenue. This way would be Miami Avenue. And both have more shops and restaurants. Let's go. And on Tamiami, you can see we've got some more little businesses tucked in here. Kind of feel like part of the downtown, but they also kind of feel like they're off the main drag. And actually, as you go down Tamiami this way and this way, there's kind of a bunch more shops that feel like they're sort of part of the downtown, but as you can tell, with it being a busier road, it's not quite as walkable, but there's a lot more in those areas. And we got some more cool art over here on the walls here. So this is sort of a hidden gem in the area. Unless you're driving past and really paying attention, you wouldn't notice, but it's right by Tamiami Trail, by the bridge. There's this awesome like open area. Lots of brick, amazing mural on the wall there, some fountains, lots of shade, park benches, just a cool little area to hang out. As you can see, they got this kind of cool glossy terrazzo style map of the area. Literally, those are all the streets of the downtown, so that's kind of a unique touch to the area. Some more unique touches, they got the little starfish here, another little informational thing telling you about some of the different wildlife that you can see in the area. We got a little picnic table over here with more shade. and another one over here. And from here, there's a little walkway that kind of goes along the bridge that you can take under the bridge. And as you can see, they got some lights to go with the fountains, different colors in there. That's kind of fun. A little bit more of a close-up of the mural. Such time and talent that had to go into making that. More information about some of the wildlife. And that mural was painted on Venice Theater, which is quite well known in the area. It sustained some damage during Hurricane Ian, but it looks like they got things pretty much back up and running. And yeah, you can take acting classes and things like that here. There's obviously performances. So if you're into that kind of stuff, we got something for you. And here's a little bit of a further shot for you. I'm standing right now at the corner of Nokomis and Tampa Avenue. This is Tampa here. Over here to the side, you can see there's something called Luna. We've heard really good things about them, have not had them yet. I believe they take cash only, so that's something kind of unique about them. And by the way, I believe Luna is Italian food. If anyone has been there though, and it's not, let us know in the comments. But as you can see, that same big parking lot I showed you before where the parking is free is right here. Take note of that because down a little further is gonna be like that splash pad and stuff that I showed you. Over here on the right is Côte France, which is one of our favorite French places we've ever been to. We really like their food, especially the breakfast stuff. Really, really, really good food. And it definitely feels like you're in a little like Italian or French restaurant when you're inside. So it's kind of cool. The vibe definitely feels like it fits, which is really cool. Got the Olive Grove of Venice, Island Touch from Saj. So here's like a little bit more service-based type businesses in most of this San Marco building. It's a historic building, by the way. It's also called the KMI. There's definitely a lot of history if you go inside in this door here, where this little booth thingy is. That door right there, where's my finger? That door. In fact, I will show you instead of just telling you, and you can see a little bit of that inside. But you can see there's also lots more open green space here. Another sign with a little bit more of the history of the area, which is cool. This is actually telling you about this building right here. KMI stands for Kentucky Military Institute. So if you want to read that, go ahead and pause. And if you want to read the other side, go ahead and pause here. Another nice touch to the area is they have these motion sensored lights, which make the motion sensor lights go off and you'll see them flashing. So pedestrians have right away and everyone knows to stop. Kind of nice feature. So this is the inside of the KMI building. There's some different businesses in here. But on top of that, you got a jewelry store over here, things like that too. CBD store, I think it's like a tropical something fruit thing down there. We haven't had that, but you can see here they also have a lot of history of what this building is about. So that's kind of cool. Got you a chiropractor and more of history of the area, which is cool, or the building more specifically, and the Kentucky Military Institute. Whole video here telling you about the area and a whole bunch of artifacts, I guess you could say, or things that were kept for over the years. As mentioned earlier, I told you to take note of this area. There's the parking lot again. Over here is a big green grassy area. They have different events there. They'll have, we've done laughter yoga there, which was pretty fun. And in the little gazebo there, they'll have sometimes bands and artists playing in the evenings, especially during the winter months. That happens actually quite frequently. So cool area, kind of a big grassy area where you can get together with the community and have different events. And sometimes you'll just see people hanging out there, maybe having a picnic or whatever. Really nice to have that incorporated right in the middle of the downtown. Closer shot of the gazebo, and as you continue down a little bit here, here's that splash pad I was telling you about. They don't have it going yet though, so they might be waiting a little bit longer. You can see here they got these overhangs for some shade. Then over here, normally there's flowers in here. For some reason there's not right now. I don't know if they died or what happened, but you can look into these and it makes it like, turns it into like a kaleidoscope, and then you can turn the bowl to make the kaleidoscope kind of move. So that's kind of fun. Nice little touch. And then this also turns. And then right here is also the splash pad. It's not running still, but you can see the grates where the water would normally be coming up, and it comes up really high. I'd say about 10 feet in the air at the peak of them. And there's the bathrooms again, Daiquiri deck, just to give you a sense of where we are. This is right there in between. You can see Daiquiri deck. And if we keep going down Tampa Avenue, there's really not a whole lot more businesses. There is a big church right there. But besides that, that's most of the businesses. So we're gonna take you back over this way. So again, Behind me over here, that's going to be Tampa Avenue. This avenue here is Venice Avenue, and then the next one down is going to be Miami, which we'll be taking you next. There's a lot of shops and restaurants there yet. And you can see they got a nice little map again explaining where things are, and it tells you right over here, Miami Avenue shops and restaurants, which one of the murals I missed before is right here. Check this out. This is incredible, the time and thought and talent that had to go into making this. Wow. And more little signs telling you some of the people who are really important to the area and its history, so that's kind of cool. It's called Founders Walkway. I didn't know that actually previously. And one other cool thing, sprinkled throughout the downtown, and I think all of Venice Island, I want to say, they have these little different sharks, and it says find all 10 sharks, or clues to find all 10 sharks. So we haven't done that. Maybe we should, but apparently there's 10 sharks throughout the downtown. I think that's the only one I found or noticed. I want to say there's one more maybe, but I don't remember where it was. And so also, if we keep going this way, well, there's another boutique store, but you can see there is another parking lot, which is nice. Plenty of parking in the area once again, except for when it gets to the busy season. Like winter months, Venice has become quite popular, so anytime after, I'd say about 11 a.m., once you start to get to like January, basically, January to like, I'd say like April, May, after 11 a.m., it can be pretty tough to find parking, especially during March. Like most of March is kind of like spring break for people throughout the United States, so it gets pretty packed around here. But outside of that, the parking is enough to have you handled. So if you do want to come hang out in the area, I definitely recommend coming more in the morning. I'm back on Miami Avenue right here, but closer to Tamiami. Just wanted to show you this real quick because this is a really good place with like barbecue, mac and cheese, that kind of stuff, southern style food. Daryl's is really good. And then further down the road is a place called Gold Rush Barbecue. Has, I think, a little bit better in my opinion. A lot of people debate about which is better though. And also again, here's Tamiami. Over there is going to be Venice Avenue, and to the left here is Miami Avenue. There's a bunch of other little shops and restaurants in here. There's a wine bar, a nail bar. You can see some of the other stuff that we could see on Venice Avenue, like Cafe Venice has another entrance there. So kind of cool. And a metaphysical store. This deli is new. I think this used to be a gas station and they turned it into a deli. We have not been there, but we want to get there. If you have been there, let us know in the comments if it's good. Got a couple other different shops and restaurants over here. I should say mostly shops and businesses, you know, service-based businesses. This is like a gallery type place here though. And actually down that way a little further on Tamiami is another place called Shark Frenzy, I believe, or Shark Tooth Frenzy. They have a lot of like prehistoric shark teeth type stuff there. Haven't been in there, but from what we've heard, at least that's what's inside. Pier 22 is like a home and gifts place. Let's see, get you a close up there. Island Coffee is a really good coffee place. Great coffee and great breakfast food as well. And I'm just gonna take you a little bit down this road yet. I'm not sure, this is Nokomis Avenue, okay. There's a few other little things here too. Collector's frame and gallery, framery and gallery. A product of Thailand store, which is interesting. Definitely should get in there sometime. I have not been inside, but you can see they got some kind of unique decorations and things like that. So that could be a fun place to get some different stuff for your house if you're looking for something different. And yeah, all that over there we saw already. And over here on the other side of Miami Avenue, they got a nice little park, super shaded. Got a cool fountain here, which does light up with color changing lights at night, which is cool. And then if you continue down like this way, or even go over there that way more, keep going down this way and to the right, there's like little parks sprinkled, I should say some of them are really big, sprinkled all throughout the area as far as, you know, just big open grass areas, playground equipment on some of them, walking trails, more signs explaining stuff about the area. So definitely lots to explore outside of, just outside of the downtown area. Got a massage place here. Another like seashell gift store type thing, decoration type place. Or I should say seashell, all kinds of stuff really. Earth treasures. Abby's on Miami has really good food. Some of the best fries I've ever had in my life, honestly. So their French fries I highly recommend. They also have good sandwiches, pretty good breakfast, and really good tropical drinks. The Zebra Lounge we have not been into, but they have like, it's like a piano bar. And we keep saying we need to get in here, but we haven't been in yet. So yeah, we need to make that on the list. But As you can tell, lots of live music is definitely the theme there, especially of course with piano. Got a nail place here, eyelashes, fine Italian ceramics. They're doing a little construction here. I got a feeling some of this is repairing some damage probably from the hurricane, if I had to imagine, from Hurricane Ian. We didn't get hit crazy hard compared to some other places, but we definitely sustained some damage here. Bodrum Mediterranean restaurant, have heard good things about them. Have not had them though. And in this, so you can see the sign here says Burgundy Square. You'll see if we turn to the left, there's this whole little area in here with lots of different restaurants and things like that. Just kind of a unique little area to have it kind of closed off. They got all the lights in here, it's shaded. You'll see a lot of people out here at night in here eating, drinking, having a good time, going out on dates, just relaxing and enjoying that island life. Seems like this place changed its name to Mission Organic Cafe and Coffee. It used to be Island Organics. Good, healthy food, I guess you could say. A lot of vegetarian stuff, sandwiches, wraps, paninis, smoothies. They had acai bowls. I'm not sure if they still do. Looks pretty similar inside though. Very popular in the area too, as you can see. Golf Soles footwear. Gotta get you a shot of this. There's a parrot up here. This is the only second time I've seen one in the area. Oh, it's a flock. No, you're good. There's parrots up in the tree. I haven't seen them around here before. I've seen them by Nokomis Park. So yeah, there's actually parrots. That's the second time I've only ever seen them here, and they basically are escaped from like pet stores or whatever and probably kept breeding or whatever, and they all stay together, but they're not native to this area. So something's sort of interesting if you happen to see them. Very cool. As you can see, they're kind of like a neon green yellow color with a little bit of black. And if you are looking to buy or sell a home in the area, make sure to call, text, or email my wife Heydy. Phone number is 941-221-1897. We hear from people all the time and we love it. If you found the video helpful, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and if you want to see more of that walkway that I was mentioning earlier that takes you all the way to the beach or Venice Beach, we'll have videos popping up on the screen for both Venice Beach and that walkway called Heritage Park. Thanks for watching.